This is the final word for all that cricket fueled by Kookaburra Cricket. I'm Adam Collins. I'm here, of course, with Geoff Lemon, and we're in the Kookaburra factory. First time we've been down here on the segment. It's pretty cool seeing how the balls are made.
That's right. The leather's coming in fresh off the cow, and then they're stumping it into shapes and stamping things on it and spraying it with stuff and all kinds of things I don't understand.
Now, we had the third one-day international at the Women's Ashes since we last spoke to you. England got on the board. They won by 20 runs. Much, much better performance with the bat. 3 of their top 6 making it to 50.
Yeah, that's right. And Sarah Taylor, absolutely to perfection. The on drive where she came down the wicket to Amanda Wellington, driving against the spin over the top. Perfect stuff. Racked up a big score. Australia really probably should have chased it after a century opening partnership, but then they all decided to hit everything over the fence and it didn't work out.
Yeah, a couple of drop catches from England early, which got Australia back in the game. Alyssa Healy making it to 71 from as many balls. That experiment of putting her to the top of the order, Geoff, has worked.
Yeah, a couple of 50s in a row and just really able to get that momentum where Nicole Bolton's made a couple of scores but struggled to sort of pace the innings at times. So Healy's been the pressure valve release for the Australians.
Enough of that. We're going to cast forward to the Test match in the Women's Ashes, which starts next Thursday at North Sydney Oval, and it is with the pink ball. And we have an exclusive on the final word today. We have got the very ball, Geoff, which will be used next Thursday.
The match ball, which will be in the hands of, I'll guess, either Anya Shrubsole or Megan Shute for the first delivery at the North Sydney Oval. The fig trees overlooking the ground, a bit of Sydney humidity, playing under lights as the day goes on, and this will probably start to go in all kinds of directions.
Doesn't really matter what you and I think, though. We're going to drag Shannon Gill in with us here from Kookaburra, slicing in the middle. Shannon, you got the pink ball here. Pass it over to him here. Now, tell us what's different between this Kookaburra ball and the ball that we normally see for the men's Test matches.
Well, the main difference is there's only 142 grams, so it's a smaller ball. But apart from that, it's made exactly the same. The colours are the same. The seam is the same. Everything else is pretty much the same. It's just a little bit smaller.
And what I'm curious about is from 15-16 to 16-17, there were quite a number of developments made to the pink Kookaburra. What's happened in the last winter?
The last winter, not much has changed. Okay, the only two minor differences, and I stress they are minor differences, is that the seam thread, the black seam thread that the black seam came to be last year, this year's seam thread is a little bit stronger. We think it'll just keep the seam a little bit stronger throughout the day's play or throughout the 80 overs of the ball's life. There has been some very minor changes to the coating that goes on the ball, the pink coating, designed to keep it visible for longer. But all in all, this is not going to change the way it looks to the naked eye. And it's not going to change the way it plays too much. We're just hoping it keeps it more resilient for longer.
So we saw in the last Sheffield Shield round some real carnage. Mitchell Starc taking 8 for the ball swinging around all over the place. Is that to do with the missile or the bowlers or the conditions?
I don't think it's to do with the ball itself. I mean, the ball's basically the same. So I think it's to do with bowlers bowling well. Maybe them working out how to use this ball better. But probably conditions as much as anything else. First game of the season, there's been a lot of rain around, particularly in Brisbane where the scores were quite low. So I don't think it's to do with anything different that the ball is, because, as I said before, very minor differences. I think the other thing that might be of interest is that it seems, what we're hearing, is that some players are working out how to reverse swing the ball. So that's an interesting development.
Well, we were told you couldn't reverse swing the pink ball, so it is. But what you're really saying there is the pink ball has been perfected somewhat.
I wouldn't say it's perfected, Adam. It's getting there. It's getting better. We're getting good feedback from players that it's improving. They're by no means saying that this is a perfect ball. It's as good as a red ball, but they are saying that it's improving, and that's the main thing. As long as it's improving and getting to that point, we're working on that because we know that it opens up a whole new audience for cricket.
Thank you, Shannon Gill, as always, for helping us out on the final word with Adam Collins and Geoff Lemon. Very excited about the first ever Ashes Test match. We've also got a men's Test match, Gilly, in Adelaide later. Well, it's in November, isn't it? I should ask you about that before we go. A lot of scrutiny on the pink ball coming up when Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad have had their opportunity with it later in the month. What are your thoughts on that? Is it going to hold up?
Well, look, we're confident it should hold up. I think it's just really interesting to see how the England seamers and their much vaunted ability to swing the ball, how it goes with this pink ball under lights. So I think it's just going to be a really interesting Test match for a start. Now, whether the Australians with their extra experience with our pink ball and the pink ball in general will result in a better performance by our bowlers, I'm not sure. But I think it'll be interesting either way.
Thank you, Shannon. Adam Collins, Geoff Lemon. This is the final word for all that cricket, fueled by Kookaburra Cricket. We'll see you in North Sydney Oval next week.
I've watched a bit of the pink ball cricket with the men's, and I love to see how much it swings at night time, so hopefully I can get a chance to bowl with that at night as well. But, you know, I've practiced with them a bit and you can see the ball really easily.